Hi, my name is Lori and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Nashville, Tennessee, and tonight I'm going to show you how to do one of the hot new numbers, a washer necklace. This is so super simple. You're going to absolutely love doing this. So the first thing that you need to do is get some washers. These are about 1 3/8 inch, which is about the size of this punch. I just went and got 5 new ones, and these are the heavy-duty, thicker ones. Got 5 of these for 22 cents, including tax today. So they're a quick, economical way to make a gift. And the first thing you want to do is choose your designer series paper that you want to do these with. This one I did with the Cocoa Specialty designer series paper that is in the current holiday mini, which is good until January 4th of 2010. The 2 samples that I've done already to have the magic of television ready for you are out of the Raspberry Lemonade designer series paper. And I am going to choose tonight one of the ones out of a pattern pack of Hostess Only colors that I've used some of this up already, so it's already apart. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to use, I want to use that pattern right there. So I am going to take the 1/2 inch circle punch, and I am going to push it all the way in and punch out that. Put this away. You can use this on a card or another project later. I'm going to turn over my 1 3/8 inch punch and center that hole in it and punch that out. Away the designer series paper. So I have this now. This is going to be the back, and I'm going to use the pattern side for the front. Now on the washer I'm going to use the beveled side as the part that would hang towards the skin. If you have an older washer, what I did for my sample, this one, was I took some of our shimmer paint, which is going to be available as a catalog right in, and just painted the back of it with a sponge dauber and the side, so that it would have a nice finish and be a little less irritating to the skin if it touched the skin. So I'm going to make that beveled side the side that's down, and make this the side that's going to be the necklace. I'm going to take our two-way glue, they're anywhere glue stick. I love these because they don't roll off the table. And I'm going to put glue stick on the washer itself. I'm going to let it be a thick coat. And I'm going to put some of the anywhere glue stick. I'm stuck on the two-way glue pen tonight. All over that. With any glue stick that you use, you really want to do both surfaces that you're sticking together so that it gets a more permanent bond. So I'm just going to put that on there, and I'm going to slide it around until I get it where I want it to be, so it's kind of centered. Just like that. And I'm going to put it on this piece of scrap paper just to let it dry. Cap my glue stick. And through the magic of TV, I have one ready to show you already that's already dried, because you want this to sit long enough to let the glue completely dry. And like I said, this is the Raspberry Lemonade. Now I'm going to take one of our sanding blocks, and I'm going to just buff around the edge of this to make sure that the paper has a good adhesion on the edges, and that it's just really smooth and it's not going to be able to be peeled off really easily. So I'm just going to go around and do that. Takes just a few seconds. Now you can do this with the corner of your sanding block, but I find it's easier. I just took a piece of regular sandpaper and rolled it up a little bit, and I'm just going to stick it in the hole and just go around that way. You can see that it's taken off some of the paper so that it's all nice and smooth. Okay? This next step is take some of our Crystal Effects. Now I store it upside down so that there's no air bubbles or anything, and it's ready to go as soon as I take off the lid. And I'm just going to put a nice thick coat all over the top of this. There's no right or wrong way to do this. The one thing that you need to know about Crystal Effects is that it takes a while to dry. Okay? You just want that kind of coverage all over it. Now I'm going to slide this to the side so it can dry. I let this dry for about an hour. You want it to be totally dry and not tacky when it's done. While that's drying, I'm going to show you how I did the cording. Now you could go to a big box store anywhere and get some cording that they use for necklaces, but I used some of our satin ribbon, and I'm going to show you how I did this. It's super simple and very economical to do it this way. So I took about 36 inches of our satin ribbon, and you can see that's 5/8 inch wide, and this is our snail adhesive, and I'm just going to put some towards the top of this ribbon. And you want pretty good even coverage. I'm going to stop there because I'm not going to do the whole thing for you, but I'm going to show you how this goes. So I'm going to fold up the bottom third of the ribbon and stick it into the snail, and trying to keep it pretty even. And you're going to do the whole thing this way. This way. You're going to do the whole thing, do the whole bottom third, and then you're going to come back and fold down the top over that. Just like that. Okay? And so you make that cording. And here's a piece I've already got done. Okay. So it's super easy to do. Then I'm just going to tie a double knot in the end. And you can trim off the edges of the ribbon. You want to pull that super tight so it's not going to slip. Now you can trim those off and then put a little bit of the crystal effects that we used on the washer itself to make sure that the knot holds. It won't irritate, and it will make sure that nothing slides. Okay, so pretend I already did that, and here is my cording for the necklace. So through the magic of TV again, here is the washer all dried. You can see that the crystal effects gives it a beautiful finish. It looks more of a stone kind of polish than it does just the paper. So to finish this necklace, all I'm going to do is thread the center fold of the satin cording through there, pull this satin cord tight, and there's my necklace finished. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed watching this, and if you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to visit my blog at poohstamping.blogspot.com. Thank you.